Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of DDTS. And we are on season 4, episode 408. No, 409. I'm back with another video for y'all today. Thank y'all for watching me. Thank y'all for tuning in on today's episode. I'm thinking today I'm going to be pushing out 2 to 3 videos today. But I'm thinking that I'm going to push out 3 videos. And this is going to be the first video. And the reason that I'm pushing out 3 videos is because I really feel to my mind and to my heart and to my spirit that Biggie Small's mama, she deserves a video on her own. She does not need to share the spotlight. She does not need to share the spotlight. She don't need to be on any other topics of a video. She needs this video for herself. That's why I said I'm gonna push 3 videos out today. The first video is going to be about Biggie Small's mama. The second video is going to have 2 topics. One of them is talking about this trending Dr. Heavily, or whatever the hell her name is. And I'm going to be talking about a topic that was shared to me from Neighborhood Talks. Shout out to them and shout out to the person that sent me the link. I'm going to talk about that. And the third video is going to be a wrestling. It's going to be a WWE/wrestling video. It's going to have some updates on what's going on in the wrestling world. And better yet, when I get to the WWE video, if y'all decide to watch it whenever I make it, I want to talk to y'all about that. Because I've decided, I'm a wrestling fan and I love wrestling. I love WWE. And I decided that I wanted to do some reviews after Monday Night Raw. Like after wrestling, like after Friday Night SmackDown, after Monday Night Raw. I basically want to do more reviews. So I'm going to talk about that in the wrestling video, in the WWE video, update video that I'm going to be doing. But first, if you like this type of content, hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you will get notified when I have new content available. So, we're going to go ahead and get into this sad and, very, very heartbreaking video. I found this out Friday. A link was shared to me. I did not know about this till it was shared to me, and I kept seeing this trending. So you know what I said? I said, you know what? Let me go ahead and work on this. Let me go ahead and cover this. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is Voletta Wallace, which is Biggie Small's mama. She passes away 26 years after the death of her son, Notorious B.I.G. Now, for those of you, everybody should know who Notorious B.I.G. is. He was one of the most legendary superstars, rappers that it was. And he was unalived, and he lost his life in March of 1997 at the age of 24. And it says with this article, it's called Digital Music News. So if you ever want to read something, I got mine from Digital Music News. And I'm going to be sure I send you a picture of it. Make sure I put a picture up here for y'all so y'all can see it. Digital Music News. And this was updated February 23rd, 2025. Voletta, the mother of the late rapper Notorious B.I.G., has passed away at the age of 78. Now, the first thing that really grind my gear about this, I looked this woman up. I looked her up. It said that she was born in 1953, but right here, she died when she was 78 years old. Now, she was born in 1953. I know I'm not the smartest person in the world, but if you was born in 1953, you'll be at the age of 72. I do know that, and I know I'm not good at math, but I do know that. You'll be 72 years old if you was born in 1953. Now, whoever wrote this, whoever put this up there, needs their ass kicked for the disrespect. Now, sorry about that, y'all. But I'm just being honest. So I'm going to read this and we're going to elaborate on it, okay? Wallace passed away. Wallace passed away Friday in hospice care and of natural causes. Monroe County Coroner Thomas Yentz confirmed her life dedicated to protecting her late son's career legacy after his murder in 1997 at the age of 24. Before her son, Christopher Wallace, was unalived, Voletta Wallace worked as a preschool teacher, but after his sudden death by a drive-by shooting in the early hours of March the 9th, 1997, she shifted her focus quickly, becoming the point person of shaping conversations about her son. She accepted the MTV Video Music Award for Biggie's Life After Death album of 6 months, only 6 months after his passing. Wallace stood on stage with Afeni Shakur, mother of the late Tupac Shakur, 2 years later. Both women appealed to fans to reunite in honor of their sons, who were friends prior to becoming bitter enemies before they were shot to death in 2 separate incidents. Voletta Wallace also founded the Christopher Wallace Memorial Foundation to work with other mothers of children who died at a young age. She is instrumental as a part of the team that brought the 2018 film City of Lies to happen big screen in 2021. The film examined alleged police corruption related to Biggie's death. He influenced a lot of young individuals because I see kids who weren't even born yet when he died, and still they're saying how much love my son music, said Wallace in an interview. The Screen Rant, I always wonder if my son was here, what would he be doing? One of the latest statements was regarding Shane Diddy Combs in the facial of his legal struggles due to numerous allegations of sexual assault and federal charges, sex crimes. Racketeering. Combs, who has denied all allegations because him and is currently awaiting trial, worked intensely with Biggie during his young career. I hope that I see Sheen one day, and the only thing I want to do is slap the daylights out of him. And you can quote me on that, she told Rolling Stone last May. because I liked him. I didn't want to believe all the awful things, but I'm so ashamed and embarrassed. So, that is the end of the article on Digital Music News. Now, I'm going to elaborate on this. So, we're going to go ahead and elaborate on it. 1 second. Now, y'all know how my elaborations is. I'm going to keep it a book. I'm going to keep it 100. What the young folks say, or whatever, in this generation. So, I'm also going to put a video. I'm going to insert a clip, if I may, of Tupac mama and Biggie Smalls mama reuniting, but yet accepting a reward for both of their sons that is no longer here. And my elaboration is going to start with this. I applaud her because if you haven't, the movie Notorious is such a great movie. I love that movie. The movie was made in 2009, and when I tell you that movie is wonderful, it is so good. Before her son was killed, it basically says that, she was a preschool teacher. But after the sudden death of her son, Christopher Wallace, Notorious B.I.G., she basically focused on becoming the point person of her mother, of her sons unaliving and murder. And many more stuff. Like she started foundations and she's been on top of the game. Like she was on top of the game. And honestly, I couldn't even imagine the pain and the heartbreak that, that she must have felt. Because not only, this was not somebody, this was her child. This was a superstar. This was a person that she birthed, that she gave birth to, that she basically gave life to. And, because even though I'm not a parent, I don't have any kids. I know what it's like to lose a parent. Trust me, I know what it's like to lose a parent. And best and believe it's not a good feeling. So it's kind of like she did not give up and she did not rest up till she figured out who was the cause of her son's unaliving. Now everybody know what's been going on with P. Diddy, Shane Combs. Everybody knows. And I'm going to say this because I said it plenty of times. I know I'm not the only person that said this, but I'm also going to put it in here allegedly. I believe Shane Combs, P. Diddy, had something to do with Biggie Smalls' death. I don't care what anybody has to say. He has something to do with it. because he has so much going on behind him. These sex trafficking crimes, these sexual allegations, and other stuff that is shifting. And he is still awaiting trial. So I can understand the rage that Miss Wallace, Voletta Wallace, Christopher Wallace, Biggie Smalls' mama feels. I can understand the rage that she is feeling towards P. Diddy. Because I would have never known. Like, I've done plenty of videos on P. Diddy and all the shit and heinous stuff that he has done. Starting with the raid, starting with this stuff with Cassie and everything. So I can understand how she feels. Because it said in this article what she felt about him. And that is this. I hope that I see Sean one day. And the only thing I want to do is slap the daylights out of him. And you can quote me on that. She told Rolling Stone last May because I liked them. I didn't want to believe all these awful things, but I'm ashamed and embarrassed. Now listen. That's a powerful quote right there. A powerful quote. Not only is it powerful, but I believe to my soul and to my knowledge, this woman, she stood on damn business. Because I believe if she was able to see Sean Diddy Combs before she passed away, she would have slapped the daylights out of him. She would have slapped the hell out of him. Not only because of all the stuff that he has been accused of, that he has been exposed of, but she was basically going to slap him for all the times. And for this one powerful thing and one heartbreaking thing, her son's death. Because I don't care what nobody say. He had something to do with Biggie Smalls' passing and death and murder. I don't care what nobody say. I can say allegedly, but we all know what the truth is. But I want to say this. I love how Mrs. Wallace still did what she knew was right, and that was getting these foundations so she could help peoples and kids, basically that's going through something, better yet. And it's hard to believe because if you watch the movie is very detailed too. I love the movie. Because when you watch the movie, it was well put together. I love the movie. I will watch it over and over and over again because I loved it. I love movies like that. I love Notorious B.I.G. He is one of the greatest. Oh, and I forgot this one. I forgot this little bit of article. I forgot this passage. And it says this. One of her last public statements was regarding Shane Diddy Combs in the face of his lethal legal struggles due to numerous allegations of sexual assault and federal charges of sex crimes and racketeering. Combs, who has denied all allegations against him and is currently awaiting trial, worked extensively with Biggie during his young career. Oh yeah, I already read that. I thought I missed it, but I'm going over it again. So yeah, I don't blame Mrs. Wallace for what she wanted to do to Sheen Diddy Combs. I don't blame her. I would have done the same thing. But I had no idea that she was going through so much. I had no idea she was sick. And it is said that her mother, who is 102 years old, had to bury her grandson and her daughter. And it's so sad. It really is. It's very heartbreaking. It's something else I wanted to add. Oh yes, this is what I want to add. One thing I can say is this. Two things I can say. Number one, Miss Voletta Wallace birthed a legendary. She birthed a legendary person. She birthed a star. She birthed one of the greatest rappers of all times. She birthed a trailblazer, which people still talk about to this very day. And another thing that I'm going to say, and this is probably going to be my last thing I say on this video, she is reunited with her baby. She is reunited with her son after 26, going on 27 years. They are finally together again and reunited. And I can honestly say, from the movie, from the interviews, from Biggie Small interviews, with the positivity, it is so filled with light, so filled with grace, so filled with powerful messages that you could never understand. So I'm going to end it on that note, and I'm going to say this. May you rest in peace, Miss Voletta Wallace, and that you are reunited with your baby boy. Thank you, and thank you, Notorious B.I.G. Christopher Wallace, for making wonderful music and making our generation, making our culture, our black community fall in love with your music, your grace, your intelligence, and everything. Thank you both. And so that would be it for this special episode of DDTS over Voletta Wallace, the passing of her. I wanted to do this video specifically by itself. Like, I didn't want to add any more topics to it, so I'm not. Because Voletta Wallace, she deserves a video on her own. Also, you guys, if you have made it to this far, not to this far, but if you made it to this far, please stay tuned at the end of the video. I'm going to insert a video, and I'm going to insert 1 or 2 interviews from Biggie Smalls by himself and from his mother by herself, if I may. So stay tuned, y'all. So thank y'all, and y'all have a wonderful Monday. I love y'all. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Feels like a dream, feels like magic. It is my great pleasure to present the women who made an enormous contribution to the world of rap and hip-hop. Please welcome the mothers of Biggie Smalls and Tupac Shakur, Afeni Shakur, and Voletta Wallace.
Hi, I'm Afeni Shakur.
And I'm Voletta Wallace.
In keeping with both our sons' memories and contributions to the arts, we stand united as mothers preserving their legacies.
The fact that we are even standing here show what the power of faith, friends, family, loved ones, and fans can do to bring us all closer.
The memory of our sons, Tupac and Biggie, should continue to inspire us and unite us and inspire children around the world to overcome obstacles to achieve their goals.
In essence, music can enhance our chances to hold us together, help us to reach others, cross language barriers and color lines, thus giving us hope for the next millennium.
Alright, so CJ, hey, we'll be back in a minute with the Notorious B.I.G. Don't go nowhere. It's the Rap City thing, baby. With that situation, what did you learn anything from that? Out of all of that, where we sitting now, did you learn anything from that?
Yeah, and it's the funny thing, I kind of realized how powerful Tupac and I was. You know what I'm saying? Because we two individual people, we raised a coastal beef. You know what I'm saying? One man against one man made a whole West Coast hate a whole nice person. You know what I'm saying? That really made me out like, yeah, I like me. So this whole country, you know what I'm saying? I don't like him. So my whole thought from that day, it's gonna let me know how much strength I have. You know? It's you know. My past. Let's be real together. You know what I'm saying? Just because that man had to beat me or I had to beat him, that don't mean he can't like me. Ask me what's going on. Ask me what's going on.
Everybody. So I see if you have made it this far, you have made it to the end of this video. I wanted to put some clips in that I thought people would like to see. As I was still doing some research and still doing some looking around, I actually stumbled upon this footage of Biggie Smalls shooting. Now, whether this is real or not, I can tell that it looks like it is legit. This is actual footage of Biggie Smalls shooting that occurred on March the 9th, 1997. So I wanted to share this if anybody wanted to see this. I know this may be disturbing, but I actually wanted to put this in there and share this with you all. So this is actual footage that I found on X, aka Twitter, as I was still doing some information and looking around and research. So here you go. And if you have made it to the end of this video, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you for watching. Happy Monday.
Oh, Lord, fuck it. Who they kid? Oh, somebody got this. Yeah, that was 5 shots fired. Oh, what's that Rick? Y'all, bring up the car, please. I'm ready to go. I wonder why they was running that.